Welcome to Tulsa, Oklahoma, home to the Golden Hurricane of Tulsa. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Eastern Michigan Eagles, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Eastern Michigan ready to kick it off and get this game going. And he takes this from inside the 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So the Tulsa Golden Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll go on the attack first.
Let's go. Right. Single.
To the ground with the back. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Golden Hurricane needing a big play to keep this drive going. Making side adjustments here. Looking for a man. It's Alford. Release to the back. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
So Eastern Michigan's offense has the ball for the first time. And, David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Nah, and you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense, and he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Biletnikoff Award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those matchups. And based on how he's played this season, this quarterback should feel really good and really confident when he throws his way.
The Eagles come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught close to the marker. It's Rooks. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Complete to the right. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. To the air, it's Kim. Lets it go to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Power football with the run. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Holds and fires complete to the right. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Tulsa in a tough spot here on 3rd and long. Fires left. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Grab behind the line. It's Presley.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The defense just can't seem to find a way to get off the field. That time, QB sneak for the first down. They need a turnover or something to try to generate some momentum.
Takes the handoff. It's Richardson. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Here's the handoff. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down.
It's really nice to see this offense bounce back. That first possession, man, they go 3 and out. They really struggled, and now starting to put a drive together, get their feet a little bit wet. Now you can see they're starting to get pretty comfortable.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Caught behind the line. It's Keys. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Looking to throw. It's Alford. Caught near the sticks. It's Presley. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in their step. Nice throw there, getting the first down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking for a pass to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Tulsa.
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going early in the fourth quarter, the offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Got a man. It's Lockett. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Eagles have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. He'll keep it himself. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
On the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Eastern Michigan going fast.
3rd down and 2. You know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big first down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
On the ground, it's McMillan. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Kim. Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. They'll send out the kicker here. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. They'll get this drive started from the 29. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Caught in the backfield, it's Tease. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. If you're getting 5+ yards, that is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
They go to the ground. He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Tulsa.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Right back to the well. Ernie on the Jets. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks it down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Snagged in the middle. It's Presley. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Scanning the field. It's Alford. Snagged out of the air. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Quarterback making checks. Tulsa with the playbook wide open here on 2nd and short. From the red zone, it's Richardson. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
They'll ride the hot hand. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On the run, it's Richardson. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Dunlap. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game. And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. Bring it out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give from the gun. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to adjust the pattern. Tulsa trying to power ahead on 3rd and short. A run for the quarterback. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. It would have been a 54-yarder if they'd tried the field goal. Instead, they'll try to convert on 4th and short. Trying to keep this drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, it's Kim. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime.
Eastern Michigan. Check.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Tulsa. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's head back to the guys inside H.A. Chapman Stadium.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any of you are this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Nestles it in at the 35. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Tulsa checking to see what's in the playbook for 3rd and forever. Back to pass, it's Alford. Throws to the tight end. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Stopped at the 44. The defense coming up with a big interception. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. It's a running room. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
So now it's 2nd and long. go. He'll keep it on the draw. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with the pickup of 4. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Under fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, Phyllis. Buffalo needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Western New York behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 13 to Fresno State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive.
There he goes. It's a seam wide open. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tulsa. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Dunlap. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. The bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
Now the play fake. Here's a heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. From midfield, looking for room. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Looking downfield, it's Alford. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. And the stomping has commenced.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
Eastern Michigan, 3.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Dunlap. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, a lot of space. It's a fumble on the play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Looking for room. It's Richardson. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Golden Hurricane to the line, facing second and short. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up fourth.
Trying to get it to the marker. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Man, I'm 4th and 2. I'm looking at my offensive line. I'm like, you got to give me just a little slither. Great job by the offensive line, blocking up just enough to get the first down, running physically downhill.
He's loose. Got enough space. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. Tulsa seems to have the whole playbook working. Trying to run it in. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Touchdown, Tulsa! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Eastern Michigan, 3.
Coming out with it, it's Smith. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Eagles come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Looking to throw on first down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Eagles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Well, you look at Webster's dictionary and the term game wrecker, a picture of this guy is going to show up. He has been unstoppable in this football game. That's his 2nd sack here today.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. Makes the catch right at the 50. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
All right, if you're a quarterback in that situation, you know there's nowhere to go, so just
cut your losses.
Right, absolutely. Slide, don't take the extra punishment. You just give up on the play.
The Golden Hurricane needing a big play to keep this drive going. He'll take a deep shot here. Grabs it inside the 10. Defense makes the stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you could tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a 3rd down.
Well, I love the idea by the offense here on 3rd down close to the goal line, trying to get one of their best playmakers in space with the push pass. But I love the defense, understanding where the ball is, great eye discipline. They rally to it, and they get the TFL now setting up 4th down.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Wake Forest is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Arizona State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Eagles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. On the run, fires downfield. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. And the Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Clark. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Wilkins. And they swarm him under. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll throw on 3rd and short. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And here comes the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Alford. Grabbed over the middle. It's Booker. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Using his legs, it's Ellison. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting. Keep throwing the football. Try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
He's got the back in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Wants to go up top on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Good timing on the quick out. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season,